I will give you 3 guesses as to why we picked this song. If you're a bus rider, you're only going to need 1. Chevelle, Rabbit Hole, right over here on Reactions, Rants, and Rabbit Holes with Rollen Green. I don't know if you're going to be able to figure this out or not. Now, there is an added bonus. I have cooked food for Chevelle, no lie. Now, this was beginning of their careers. Well, not beginning, but I think the Red, maybe, oh gosh, I'd have to look up when, decade plus, I was working in that nightclub ago. It was a long time ago. But to be fair, Chevelle was they're on the short list of the most respectful, coolest people I fed at the bar. Just very nice people. And it wasn't, there's the ungrateful, there's the grateful, there's the appreciative. And you get enough people who don't care that the ones that care a little bit shine through. They played a great set. I got to see Chevelle play where I worked, a small club, like after I fed them dinner. So it's cool. Chevelle, Rabbit Hole, Cowards, Part 1. Okay, the song I like, Chevelle, Rabbit Hole, Cowards, Part 1, seems very cool, consistent, and then we've been listening to a couple bands on this channel that actually, a similar style, if you will, almost, feel. So, I'm liking it a lot. Now, the channel has discussed, let's just say, ideological bubbles, indoctrination, and, world building from a socio-political stance. I'm faking my way through some of this. But creating a new world order, if you will. And weirdly enough, the evidence is more on my side than it being a tinfoil hat conspiracy, which is interesting to me, but always willing to accept that, I've been misled by AI like everybody else. But I want to reflect on how this goes to either side. So whatever your belief system is, you get this lyrical content perfect because you can just look across the fence to the they and say it was them. Now, I'm not hating. I actually like that because then it allows um, those with, let's say, ideological differences to still be moved by the material, even though they don't know if it's speaking to them or not. No, I don't care. It could just be a cool song. If that's your thing, I think you should go find it on the radio first and foremost. But then after that, listen to ad nauseum. You do you. I'm going to go back down multiple rabbit holes and see what we can find. The town has fallen over. They weaken your walls, except the new. Oh, and before we finish, I've been watching that what's underneath the Giza plateau or Giza plateau, under the pyramids. Very interesting. On top of everything else, this channel would like to acknowledge that it sometimes thinks it thinks along the lines of entertainment-filled opinions. That the entire timeline is just those created to control others' idea of what should be. And that any evidence to the contrary to show us what the world might have been at one point. And like I said, I'm probably wrong. But it's very interesting. Gableble Temple. I don't know the name of that place either. I'm bad with names. I'm good with smoking a bowl and going, why'd they plant them olive trees that go down so deep to destroy stuff? Why would they rather have a tourist trap than an archaeological dig to discover maybe a new timeline? Or is it that they're so happy fighting the system in the timeline that exists that, God forbid, we'd rewrite it and have to rethink our existence? That'd be complicated. There's people vying for control right now to have you accept the newer world they offer. I like it. New, huh? There's weird, the imagery, it's Sorry, it's just weird that it's kind of that. I just thought about that. Looking at the square and the lines and the almost. I'm projecting 100%. But that's funny, because I'm curious if that would be true and there was. I don't know. I believe the Ministry of Antiquities there in Egypt is saying, no, 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 no. But then I also hear there's a ton of structures underneath stuff that we kind of just go, shh, they don't need to know. So I don't know. It's one of those rabbit hole things. But I really liked the video. I thought it was cool. But it does make me think that Egypt Sorry, I've been on another kick lately. Weird. It is funny. That video is hilarious. It really works for that. Yes! I fucking thought that from the beginning. I believe I'm being indicted as a coward because I'd rather go down a conspiracy rabbit hole than live in the real world. Funny enough, that's why I left the other side, because it turned out the other side's conspiracy theories really led to nowhere except rage and anger, depression, and self-loathing. And then I got on the side that it turned out, we're like 80% right. And it's like, wow, it turns out it's certainly not a 9 to 5, 40-hour work week while I slave to pay bills and buy shit, consuming endlessly. That's certainly not as many albums as I suppose I should be buying to support the band. I'll link to the original down in the description of this video. Go support the band, of course. But I'm not positive that the consumer-based, whatever the mob wants world is what we're supposed to be looking for. I'm happier to be a tinfoil hat lunatic. But yeah, they got me there at the end. Yep, got me. I accept that. Doesn't hurt my fucking feelings. It turns out here, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. All you have to do is look at the art that was hanging in the Podesta home to find out how real Pizzagate was. It's certainly not the Blue Anon conspiracy while they protect the pedos. No, it turns out human trafficking and the consumption of minors as entertainment and food almost is real. But somehow a golden statue of a beheaded body owed to Dahmer being discussed in a divorce hearing publicly, that doesn't get a rise out of people. But, oh my God, they might shut off my welfare, get some fucking screaming like crazy. I'd rather shine a light on the satanic pedo cult before I ever worry about keeping junkies happy. Fuck the junkies. Later.